I like cats. As someone who has 5 cats and lives on a property with, I think, another 6 cats, although 2 of those are kittens. It's a shared complex. And then there's a couple of sort of neighborhood cats that also try and come and encroach on their territory on occasion. So yeah, cats are a fundamental part of my life, and I like all animals really. I'm not that fond of praying mantises because one stung my finger when I was very young. But they're okay and interesting enough, and I'm not fond of sharks, but I don't go in the ocean much. So, we have an agreement. They stay where they are, and I stay where I am, and everybody's happy. But yeah, cats are easy to like and easy to get along with, and yeah, that's kind of why I was immediately drawn to this game. It's called Six Cats Under, and it's kind of a dark start to the storyline, and it's where you're a crazy cat lady with a bunch of cats in your apartment, and you have just been killed off. You died due to a wobbly bookshelf that fell on you. But as a now sort of somewhat weak ghost drifting around, you are very concerned for the well-being of your cats. So you need to manipulate the environment with your very weak ghost powers in such a way that the cats are, I suppose, manage to escape or be rescued. I haven't actually finished the game yet, so I'm not sure what the final end is, but I love the game going in. So let's have a look at some of the gameplay, and we'll see where it takes us. There's a little bit of critique to give at the end, but not too much. But let's jump in. So it's a Unity game, let's remember that, by Team Bean Loop, and it's called Six Cats Under. And this is us, pre-fatality, I suppose, and this is one of our cats. And we can maximize the screen. Let's just double check that we're recording okay, and click play. And that is unfortunately the sound of us passing away. Oh my goodness gracious, how clumsy of me. Reading is more dangerous than I thought. Oh no, what about my precious kitties stuck in this apartment? How will they survive? I must get the front door open so they can run free. In my favorite horror stories, ghosts can communicate by influencing their environment. Let me see if there's anything in the room that can help. Right, so this is our unfortunate mortal remains. This is our apartment, and we can move to the left and look through the apartment to the bathroom. And we can also look at our cats. We have Sniffles, who chills in the bathroom. Now it says 6 cats, and there are 6 kind of active cats, but there are also others that we see, but apparently we're not too concerned about them, like Rufus, Deborah, Pickle, and Edgar, who sleeps a lot. But we have these bigger cats like Jeffrey. He's a clever boy but easily spooked. That might make him the easiest cat to influence. So Jeffrey's going to be our starting point, I think. We also have Pumpkin, who fights the other kitties. We have Baroness, who likes watching baking shows on television. And Mr. Spock, who's quite shy. So, what we need to do is influence things in our environment. And we have, for example, we can't open the fridge because we don't have enough power to open them. We can't budge our fish bowl, but we do have an unopened bag of fish food. Even poor Goldie will starve. We can turn on the pan, I suppose, and we can turn on water. And we can squeak the mouse, and yeah, so these are the sort of things that we can do. A pot of catnip, and we have Mr. Spock, who gets quite aggressive when there's catnip taught to new curtains. So what we need to figure out to do is what we can click on. For example, we can make that go, which sends Jeffrey down, but he can't get past the angry cat. Oh, okay, so we flushed the toilet and he pushed the door open. And now we can play with that. And he will sit and bat it. I don't think there's much we can do in here. Rose-scented kitty litter. Shampoo. What we can do is flush the toilet. And he runs away, and it gets him past this pumpkin. But how do we get past? Alright, so what we can do is turn on the TV. But all we can do is turn it on and off, and it's not a cooking show. So if we turn... Well, first of all, we can break that, which will give us some food for the cat. Turn on the fan and move it. Spock goes wild, and we get the remote. And now she is watching her baking show, which will distract her, because if he tries to go past, she will attack him and scare him back. And we can open the window to let the fly in and turn on the light. And now he goes for the fly and knocks down the knitting. Good job, Jeffrey. And if we waggle the knitting, he chases it and plays it. King. So if we bet this... Oh no, if we squeak that, he jumps up and plays with that. If we flap that, he will take it in there and we can fill the basin, which will get him to jump back down. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to stop there, because I think you can see where this is going. We have to maneuver the cat around and find all the things to click in the right order to get, I suppose, the door open is really where we're trying to go with that. So let's escape out of this. And that is all the gameplay we're going to talk about. And I hope you like it, and I hope you come and play it. The link is in the description. And I was losing myself in there, not talking properly, so let's forge on. If you are just watching for the gameplay and you're going to come play the game, then please like, comment and subscribe, because that is good for engagement for me, and it's good for engagement for you because it trains YouTubers to the kind of videos you like to watch, and you know, you want a well-trained YouTuber. Right, so we're done with the gameplay, moving on to the critique. The first critique I have is that there are no sound controls. You know me and my quality of life sound controls. I cannot turn the music off while keeping the other sound effects and so on. And the sounds are quite nice. They're all relevant to the things they are, and this isn't supposed to be an intense game or anything like that. So yeah, the sounds are fine. Let's turn that off at least. Turn that off. Yeah, so the sounds are great, just a big pity about the missing sound controls. So if this is still being devved at all, it would be nice to have the controls added so we can at least turn the music off. Let's turn the TV off. The art is super cute. We've got lovely carrot cats and things like that, and lots of things to click on. I love all the way the things are clickables, that you can, they'll at least respond and tell you about the thing. There's a few things that you obviously can't click on, but there's a lot of things that you can. And I like the way the cats are very cute and very interactable. The gameplay mechanics and the matching art is absolutely adorable. We can close the window again. It is fantastic from that perspective. It's a very good looking game. It's a fun game. But let's talk about the engagement and the enjoyment is the kind of the final critique I have for it, and that is a bit of a puzzly question. How do you manage interacting with the user? Because this game is actually quite difficult. It took me a lot of puzzling to find the elements of it, but that is kind of the point here. It is supposed to be a somewhat difficult puzzle, but is it too difficult? How do you balance it? And that's where you need like a hint system or a highlight system or something that the user can select to turn on or to interact with in such a way that it helps them play the game. So I didn't. It took me ages to figure out that I could turn this on. I don't know what it does or how I can use it. And I'm a little concerned because I don't like fire with the cats. As a cat owner of 5 occasionally a little bit clumsy cats, we're scared about hot things. We don't want to hurt the cats. But yeah, the point is I didn't know, because like I clicked there and you couldn't open it, and I clicked there and it's too heavy to use. It never occurred to me to click in this middle bit here until I was clicking around trying to mess with the water, and suddenly I turned that on. It needs a highlight system for things that you can interact with, but because there are people who like the difficulty, that needs to be something that you can enable on demand. So there should be like a menu option where it's like turn hints on, for example, and things highlight, or possibly there's a little like ghost helper in the corner that you can click on and will shimmer on things that maybe you should go and have a look at and try and figure out. Yeah, something like that, some kind of help system. I like hidden object games where you have to kind of click on all the things to find the various items that you have a list of, those kind of games. And they often have a little hint system in where when you get stuck of looking for something, you can click a button and something will shimmer that, this is the next thing that you're looking for, or something that you need to interact with to hopefully help you find the thing that you're looking for. So yeah, that's really what I suggest here is a hint system to help you just take it that little step further. Otherwise, yeah, this is an absolutely adorable game, and I do heartily recommend it. And please come and play it. And that's all. I just want you guys to come play this game. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.